Hello, beautiful people. It is me, Tammy, from RLP Holistic Wellness, the practice that is here to help all people achieve their own human revolution. And today we're going to talk about achieving your own human revolution. And really, what is achieving your own human revolution about? Your human revolution is this movement in your life where you find yourself that you are experiencing the joy, the excitement in your life, the fun in your life. You're taking care of yourself. You're making sure to do self care. You're expressing your feelings, expressing your needs, not only with others, but with yourself. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tammy, what about life? Life still does its life things. Well, yes, life is life. And we are going to constantly deal with life lifing. It's our reaction to life lifing, though. When you have a situation like my situation, I was a drug addict, 18 years of addiction, and I was in this space of worry, upset, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I finally made a decision, of course, at midnight that it was time for me to do something. So when I talked to my boss the following day, I got myself into a holistic rehab. And that's where I learned a lot about the different holistic practices. So where I'm going with this is even with life lifing, even though I was going through this challenge with addiction, I knew what I wanted. So I took those steps to getting what I want. And this can be hard because let me tell you, just like everyone else, I do have worries. I worry about money. I worry about my vehicle. And I worry about my health and worry about just all of these things, just like everybody else. I'm a people. And it's now gotten to a point where I stop myself. Something happens, something comes up. What can I do about it now? And then come up with what can I do about it now? I wait for that response. And maybe that's a little bit woo woo, but I wait for that response with myself. And one thing that we're going to do before I go down that list of achieving your own human revolution that I put together is we're going to take a moment to just connect the mind and the body. I highly recommend doing this. I am a meditation and breathwork coach, as well as forgiveness life coach. And the one thing that I talk about a lot is mindfulness meditation. Now, I've done some different studies and researching, and mindfulness is really an amazing practice, being mindful. But then there is another practice that people are starting to really be open and talk about is the somatic practice, the somatic breathing. Well, I like both. I practice both. So I'm going to share my practice that I do with you. So get into a comfortable seated position with your spine elongated. And once you're comfortable, close your eyes. Take a moment to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale and exhale. And let's do one more just to balance it out. feeling the shoulders drop and the neck relax, the spine relax, the hips. Take a moment to drop into the body, doing a mindful body scan, starting at the top of your head and just moving down the body, taking a moment to see if there's any tension in the body. If you're noticing any tension, let's take a breath and send that breath to the tension. So inhaling and then hold. We're just going to hold for 3 seconds. And then exhale. When you exhale, release from that tension. And let's do it once more. And hold. And exhale. Now here's the add-in when it comes to the somatic way. What did you notice in your body? What did you notice in the body? Now, let's go. Let's go up a little bit and let's tap into those emotions. What are you feeling at this point in time? Feeling stress, feeling frustrated, sadness, happiness, excitement. What are you feeling? Take in a nice deep breath and exhale. And now, just taking a moment to tap into what you're telling yourself. We all have this moment of where we tell ourselves this thought or we tell ourselves this story. We just make it into this complete, sometimes a complete, I don't know, a catastrophe. And just kind of sit in this space. Let yourself know, hey, find out what is the story that you're telling yourself in this moment. Take in a breath, breathing in and exhale. And then drop back into your body. Taking a moment to take all of the fingertips from both hands and touching them together, starting with the pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, and the thumbs, and just put them together. This is that balancing mudra. And let's just inhale and hold for 3. Just pause and exhale. Emptying out the stomach and inhale. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. And just take this moment to really tap in to what you're feeling, what you need in the moment. And then take your hands, put the palms of the hands together, and bring them up to the face. And just give yourself a nice face massage. Now, thank you very much for doing that reset with me. And first, I want to say this: there are some amazing, amazing, amazing practitioners out there. I have gotten to work with some amazing practitioners, do some of their workshops and things like that. One of my favorite practitioners that I have been getting to go to their workshop is a gentleman named Steven. And he is the owner, co owner, founder of Soma Plus IQ. And he is one of the most amazing practitioners that have ever gotten to attend their workshop. And if you want to know more about it and dive deeper into it, I recommend checking them out. Amazing, amazing gentlemen. Now let's get into the achieving your own human revolution. Now, when I began seeing this concept, the human revolution concept, it was when I began practicing Nichiren Buddhism. And this beautiful practice I began practicing when I was in rehab. And I learned so much and then got to attend and go to different meets and things like that of this for this practice. And one of the things that really I resonated with is that achieving your own human revolution. And so I sat down and I came up with these three steps. Now, I personally follow these 3 steps, and I have found a big change in my own personal life. What I'm going to give you in any of my posts on here is not only the experience of what I learned, but also the experience of what I personally experienced. That's how I assist others with achieving their own human revolution. This is a personal practice. These Everything that you step into, it starts with you. All of it starts with you. And as you fill your heart with that love, that compassion, and all of those things, as you fill your heart, it flows to your family, your friends, to even strangers. And the first step is getting to know you. As we grow and as we grow up, you know, we learn things. We learn things from our parents, from our friends' parents, from aunts, uncles, grandparents, teachers. And most of the time, if you heard it as I heard it as a child, that, you know, this is what you like, this is what you enjoy, this is what we enjoy. You find yourself, I don't know, you may have found yourself like me, where I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't something that I enjoyed. I didn't love it. So, one thing to start with is, what do you like? What do you dislike? What self-care do you do? What what brings you joy creatively? Do you love the outdoors? Do you love the rain? Do you love snow? Do you love the heat? So finding out what you want and enjoy. It all starts with you. And then 2, get clarity on what you want in your life. So, quick story. My business started with RLP healing. And then, of course, I did a name change 3 years later. So we got RLP Holistic Wellness. And I actually even just decided that I'm not even doing a name change. I am going to keep two separate entities. I've got RLP Holistic Wellness, which is my business, and then RLP Healing, which is going to be my nonprofit. Now, going through the process, getting clarity, I didn't have any clarity when I started. I'll be completely open and honest. I started all of these different things, all of these different avenues. And it was because, my thought process was I want to help people, but I want to make money. Like, how is that going to happen? So I built all of these different things. I started taking classes, getting certified. I continued to get certified in all of these things. I had already gone to college. I have my degree in culinary arts that I graduated with in 2005. And now at the age of, 39, I have thrown myself back into schooling, and I was doing the Reiki. I got certified to be a hypnotherapist, went through forgiveness life coaching, self discovery, and self love speaking, writing, EFT tapping, like the list goes on. So I went in and I went in hard. And I didn't really have any clarity though on like what I wanted. It wasn't until, I'll be open, it wasn't until a month ago that I fully had a full clarity, because I had an idea, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, or this is how I'm going to do it. But a month ago, I came up, it's a full clarity of this is what I want. You know, I came to realize for me that I just want to help people was a complete cop out. Like, what do you want to help people do? And this is me like talking to myself, like, Tammy, what do you want to help people do? Because you can't just say you want to help them. What do you want to help them do? I want to help people achieve their own human revolution. And that's the day that it started with getting and gaining clarity. You know, taking a moment to do like these different holistic practices like meditation, breath work, yoga, stepping into those spaces and doing those different practices every day, even when it's just like 5 minutes, you start to receive the answers. And maybe that sounds woo woo to you. And guess what? It is what it is, right? But at the end of it, it is a moment to connect your mind and your body. We live on such a disconnect of mind and body. Like, our mind's all the way over to the left, our body's all the way over to the right, and then we're trying to be conscious somewhere in between. So there it is. Get clarity on what you want in your life. And then 3, take action. When I was going to different meetings, one thing that people would always say is action without works is dead. And I was like, well, what the hell does that mean? I don't know what the hell that means. It sounds ridiculous. Well, 2 years ago, I realized action without works is dead. So you can say, this is what I'm going to do. Say it, say it, say it as much as you want. Tell yourself, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Yes, you've said what you want to do and you've put it out there. And now you're going to sit and wait and sip your coffee, right? Or your tea, whatever you're sipping on. You just sit there and you expect what's going to happen. What are you seeing happen? Nothing. You may get a little bit of this or a little breadcrumb here, a little breadcrumb there, but it's not until you actually step in and put some action, some calculated action into what you want. So I may have not had a full clarity, but I will tell you this, I put a lot of action into bettering myself. The goal is bettering myself. I want to be better than who I was yesterday. And that's what I teach, and that's what I talk about, is the bettering yourself. This is part of the human revolution. I tell people I do a 21-day meditation, and the playlist is in here, but guess what? Because I want to be better than who I was yesterday, I'm re-recording the playlist. The playlist is being re-recorded. Why? Because guess what? I can do better. I can do better. And doing better sometimes means, guess what? You're going to have to step back, like ball everything up and throw it out the window, and then start again. Restarting in your life is only making you better. So, getting that calculated action. And I want to thank you guys today for taking that moment to reset with me, for hanging out with me, listening to what I'm chatting about. If you want to connect, most definitely you can reach out to me at rlpholisticwellness.com. You can go in there, click the link to get the monthly newsletter, which is going to talk about some of our virtual and in person classes that we offer, as well as some of our services that we offer. I have a 3-month, 12-week Taking Your Life Back coaching session. Forgiveness coaching isn't always about forgiving others, but forgiving yourself first. At the end of the day, life is life and people are people. So you start with you and it flows outside of you, and you begin to see things differently. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day. Happy healing. Viva Human Revolution.